Hi everybody, happy Friday. So today's video is going to start off with a couple fun things, and then I'm going to actually spend the second half of the video doing an explanation of what next week's schedule is going to look like for you. We're going to change things up a little bit and make things very clear for you in terms of the new live class expectations, all right? You're expected to attend 2 live classes a day at least, okay? And I'm going to explain that at the end of the video here. And we're trying to make it as clear as possible. So we gave you those surveys. The people that filled out the survey, thank you very much. That information was very important to us. So we've tried to cater this schedule to adapt to those needs that you guys have of being very clear about when you're supposed to be online and when you're just doing work. Okay, we're going to share this with your parents also so that they know and they can help you make sure that you don't miss any meetings. Okay, let's start things off with something fun though. Let's head on over to that survey of Mr. Kenkel versus Mr. K. And in a very big upset, I think, the student body has decided that Mr. K would win in a wrestling match against Mr. Kenkel. Mr. Kenkel played lacrosse in college. He's a little quick. I think he's quicker than Mr. K, but Mr. K's got that brute strength. He actually still lifts, and he does coach wrestling. So I think this might have been the right vote. I would pay a lot of money to watch these two go at it and wrestle. I'm going to try to figure out a way to have that happen maybe. I don't know. So this was fun. Thanks for filling it out. I'm going to send it over to Mr. Oates at the pet update desk. All right, and here we are from the pet news desk. We had some great submissions this week. If you want to have your pet on here, please send them in. We got some teacher ones in the mix here too. So today we've got Bowie with her 2 birds on her head. That's a good one, Bowie. Nice job. Her birds' names are Lafayette and Lemon. Good times. This is a pretty awesome fish that Mr. Gibbons caught at Valley Pond the other day. I was fishing with him for hours before that. I caught nothing. Not cool, man. And then he found a baby turtle. And my kids would have gone bananas if we found that, but he saves all the cool things for himself, unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. Mr. Gibbons is great. That's a pretty cool turtle. I wish I would totally take that thing home. We've got Ozzy, which is Miss Kowalski's pup. Man, that dog seems like it's blending in with the sand there, too. That dog might have been made for the beach. Very cute. We've got Lexi Olander set in her dog, Buddy. I don't know if I used this before or not. I couldn't remember, but it's such a good-looking dog. I thought I'd just use it no matter what. Pretty fun stuff. Thank you, Lexi. And then Mr. McDade sent like what might look like his twin. I'm not sure who that is exactly, but these are all the flounders that he caught, which is crazy, right? So he caught all these. He fishes for a job in the summer, so he's been getting a little bit of work since he's not in school doing that. Pretty cool stuff. And then we've got Oscar with his rabbit, Babs. I don't know if you guys ever watched Tiny Toons, I think, back in the day, right? Babs was the bunny that was always interested in bugs, you know? So good stuff. Oscar, thanks for sending that in, man. Good stuff. Love to see it. I've got a really cool update that Mr. Welby sent over, so I'm going to send you to that now. And here I am from the Oval Office. I will slide myself over here. And I want to show these cool pictures that Mr. Welby sent. Oh, no. Here we go. So this is just a good shot of the planes themselves from the other day, which I think is really cool. And then this shot, that's like award-winning stuff right there with the planes going over Boston. Mr. Welby's son is a service member, and man, thanks for him to all his service. Such a cool thing. And it was nice to have our medical professional celebrated the other day. Shout out to Ms. Schwarzler, our fearless medical professional. That was really cool. All right, so I'm going to send it off to Mr. Oates explaining the schedule now. All right, everybody. So here's your new schedule. We really tried to simplify it for you guys so you weren't trying to keep track of Zoom so much. So here's what we came up with. On Monday, all right, if you're a 6th grader, you're going to have a live class for social studies from somewhere between 10 and 12, and you're going to have a live class for science somewhere between 12 and 2. I'm going to go over how to figure out those exact times in a minute. All right, on Tuesday, if you take a world language, you're expected to be in a live class somewhere between 10 and 12. All right, on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, you'll have an English live class somewhere between 12 and 2. All right, that is not RWC. All right, just English. All right, on Wednesday, all right, we're going to keep some of the advisory planning that we've been doing, right? We're still going to have an activity that you do. It will be significantly shorter, all right, because you're going to have a live PE class as a grade, all right, from 9:45 to 10:15. After that, you've got some office hours that are going to be available. All right. So your teachers aren't going to be on office hours every single day, but this is going to be a good day to go check in and get some help if you've been stuck on something or anything like that. okay? You can obviously still email teachers for help when you need it, but just in terms of an office hour and being online to help you, that's the time that they're going to communicate to you. And then everybody's going to have an advisory from 1:30 to 2. So all sixth graders have an advisory from 1:30 to 2. Okay, so your advisors will be in touch about that. Okay, on that day, right? This doesn't look like a ton, right? Teachers will not be assigning new assignments. Okay, they're still going to be doing other stuff behind the scenes. They're still going to be able to help you, but you've got nothing new. All right, we don't want you to be overwhelmed. This is a nice time in the middle of the week, all right, to catch up on things you might have missed on Monday and Tuesday and try to get some stuff done. Okay. On Thursday, all right, as we go over here, your wellness block will happen. All right, so Ms. Rainville or someone will be in touch. Okay, asking you to show up live somewhere between 10 and 12 on that one. And then this is going to be kind of like a hybrid block for you, where sometimes teachers might invite you for extra help. Sometimes teachers might need an extra session and they might use that time, but they will communicate that with you. Generally speaking, you should be getting your classwork done on that day. So Thursday should be a big day to get some classwork done during there for sixth graders. All right, on Friday, you're going to start the day off at 10, but somewhere between 10 and 12, you're going to have a math lesson, okay, live, and then you'll go into your RWC, which I know you've been doing with Ms. Martin and Ms. Casserole, okay? So if you're in a music group, chances are it's going to be in there. If you're going to try to meet with your arts group, that's going to be in here also. If you've got strategies or you work with Miss Wade or something like that, that might be held here, or it might be mixed in here. All right, they're going to communicate to you to make it easy. Now, the assignment for Wednesday, right, the advisory lesson, which will be much shorter, I'm just going to ask you to fill this out. There we go. All right. I'm just going to ask you to fill this out. That's your homework, all right? I took the schedule that I just tried to explain here, and I put it into a Google sheet here, or I'm sorry, a Google slide, where you're just going to go in, all right? You're going to go to your Google Classroom. You're going to figure out when your teacher is teaching class then, and I'm going to put it in. So I'm going to show you an example right now. If I went into Miss Bosser's Google Classroom, right, I'm going to click on here. If I'm not in a block, I can just click the link right on Google Classroom, and I'm going to actually know here. Oh, I'm in E block. Okay, so I'm going to go fill this in right now. So I'm going to say Social Studies Monday 10:40 to 11:10. All right, Social Studies. My teacher is the fabulous Miss Bossers. All right, so I'm going to type in Bossers, and I'm going to type in enter. Right, this is live for you, so you're going to make your own. 10:40 to 11:10. Okay, so now I'm never going to miss a social studies class because I've typed this in. I'm going to print this out once I'm done, and I'm going to put it on my fridge. All right, I'm now going to go over and I'm going to check out. I have Miss Sundstrom for science. All right, I clicked on this because I couldn't quite read it, and this is going to tell me my A block meets from 1 o'clock to 1:30. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into my schedule. I'm going to say the fabulous Miss Sundstrom. And I'm going to check live class time. I've already forgotten it. No big deal. I'll just go back. All right. 1 to 1:30. Great. Live class time. 1 to 1:30. I don't have to look it up anymore. I've now got access to this. Okay. I'm going to make this part of my bookmarks maybe. I'm going to always have it open as a tab. I'm going to print it and put it on my fridge. Okay, so I hope this kind of helps you figure things out. Teachers will be communicating with you. And again, the expectation for you is to be at least the live 2 classes when they're happening. Okay, this is really important for your connection with your teachers, and it's really important to get work done. Okay, so I'm asking you to step up starting next week. You know that you're going to be hearing from your teachers, and we're going to get into a normal routine of being in live classes. And please do me a favor, act appropriately. Okay. Please put on your camera, all right? It helps build our community, and it makes you a better person, and it makes us a better community all the time, okay? I wish you well. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and we will start this on Monday.